everyone, welcome to my 8th devlog of the series. Sorry I haven't been able to upload in the past couple of weeks. I have had a couple of work commitments I have needed to do. It does get very busy for us during this time of year, but I do have some time now. I haven't been idle, however. I have been doing a couple of things in my spare time when I do get the time, and I will be showing them today, albeit it's not very much, but it is something. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing I do want to show is that items can be used on entities, and what I mean by this is that every item can be used on any entity with an effect. So I just need to implement the effect depending on different types of items. So currently I've implemented consumable items such as our apple and orange at the bottom, and I've also implemented tools being used, and the damage and the use is actually defined in a JSON file which is picked up, and then the stats are applied to whatever I use it on. So for example, I currently have selected the apple because that's the first in my inventory, and if I was to go towards the NPC and press spacebar to use it, it actually uses the apple gets removed from my quick start inventory, and it updates that NPC stats to increase his hunger and increases the space by 10 each, which is what I defined in my JSON file previously. If I was to go select quick slot selected 1, it doesn't actually display that yet, but I'm actually selected on quick slot selected 1 and it's 0 indexed, so I'm actually focused on the orange at that point. And if I was to go towards this NPC again and press space, it actually uses the orange on the NPC and increases his hunger by an extra 5 and his thirst by 15. So this is sort of the basic for consumable items being used on other entities. I can now show you, if I scroll down to quick slot selected 2, which is actually 0 index, so I'm on the 3rd slot. If I was to focus on this entity, trees are also entities in the game, and if I was to use it, I have now removed the tree's health by 50, and I'm using this axe on the tree. If I hover over it, I can actually show you now that I have tooltips with extended information. So I have the health of the tool. Obviously it's in number. I'll probably have this as a bar at some point, but I can show you that I've actually used 25 health for that axe at this point. If I was to use it once more, I have destroyed the tree completely because I've completely removed the tree's health. If I hover over, the health for this specific axe is actually 50. So if I go up, as you can see here, it's actually dropped an item when I destroyed. So each of the entities, once they are completely removed off the map, they have a random chance of dropping a certain number of items, and these items are actually dependent on what I define in files. So for the tree, I've actually defined any item can be dropped from them. That's pretty much for all of them, any item can be dropped, which is actually obviously not going to be right. I will update this so the trees can drop things such as wood, which is what we need, maybe apples, leaves, depending on what type of tree. NPCs can drop tools, they can drop coins maybe, and so on, but this is just the early stages. I can actually go up and I can pick any of these items up. As you can see, I can pick them both up. So we've got this axe which is actually at health 50, we have this axe which is at health 100, because it's never been used, but I can actually use each one. Additionally to this is that if I continue to use items, they will eventually get removed from the map, so from my inventory, sorry. So if I use an item again, 25 health, I'll use it one more time. There we go. Now completely the item has been removed from my inventory because it's been destroyed, because it's run out of health for that specific item. I do have more items that can be used. I'll just remove them, use it whichever one I want, and they can be used. Okay, so another thing I wanted to show is that quests are now accepted based on the specific dialogue choices you make in game. So if I show you now, if I open up my quest log, there's nothing in here at the moment. If I start a new dialogue with this NPC, can you help me find my book? I click no. Listen mate, I really need this book, I'm actually really busy. If I still say no, then okay, never mind. Open the journal, it hasn't been accepted. However, if I go back, I attempt to, can you help me find this book? Yes. Cool, just tell me when you find it. Now the quest has been accepted, and we have all of the missions here. I've discussed what I'm going to do with the quests at some point. I'm still working on that. I haven't actually worked too much on the quest at the moment, but that's headed at some point soon. Okay, I've also started implementing animal AI. So currently I have, for example, predator chasers. So if I get too close to a predator, they will end up chasing my character, and they will follow them until they chase them down. Nothing happens once they reach them. There is an interaction, but nothing else happens. So they can continue chasing. If I get out of range, they will stop chasing me after they get to my last known location. And they just don't know where I am. Obviously, I need to make this a bit more realistic and increase the search area, but that's still a work in progress for now. I have made a couple of minor changes to the game as well. So one of them, as you can see, is the snow affecting the entirety of the width of the map. So we don't actually have just a small area of snow, it's actually affecting the entire width. I haven't done the entire height, mainly because I kind of want different areas of the map to have different weathers, so I'm sort of just working on that area at the moment as well. I have done a lot of refactoring. I have actually fixed up a couple of collision bugs that I had. So I was initially initializing collision for every entity in the exact same place as soon as the game started. This was a really bad mistake of mine, but this was actually a bug that was messing me up for a little while. It was a pretty easy fix. I just never got around to doing it because I never needed to until I started implementing the chasing AI for the animal. That seems to be fixed now, so I'm probably going to reduce the amount of errors I'm going to get in the future. I have also touched upon this earlier in the video, but I have updated tooltip information. So I've just added a little bit more information. It used to have just the name and the description. Now it actually has the value of the item as well as the health that it's currently at. So I think I showed this a little bit earlier, where if I was to use the axe, then the health goes down by 75. It does go down by, which will be going down by different amounts depending on the item you actually use it on. So if it's effective on a specific item, it will go down less than if it was to use it on another entity that it's not effective on. So it sort of goes in that direction. Hopefully we can add that in at some point. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.